Good morning, my name is Cesare Campanini and I am an Adobe Certificate Expert for Photoshop and UX Designer. In this series of video we're talking about UX design, and if you want to find out more about this topic, go to my site cesarecampanini.it. Okay, let's start. We can start with the definition from Wikipedia. What is user experience? User experience design is a broad term used to explain all aspects of a person's experience with the system, including the interface, graphic, industrial design, etc. Actually, I disagree. I mean, it's right for sure, but it's not the easier way to say that. So I made up another definition. Anyway, for now, we can understand that user experience, it means feelings, and this is true, absolutely true. And you can have a good feeling or bad feeling in almost all aspects of your life, when you buy something, or for example when you go to a restaurant. If the atmosphere is pleasant, the food is good, the waiter is polite, and many other elements, you can have a good experience. You can have good feeling or bad feeling for sure. It's the same for a website or interface device. If you can find what you're looking for, if you find it easily, if there is a nice graphic and many other elements, you have good feeling of it or bad feeling for sure. So the good feeling or good vibes, usually people say good vibes. If you have good vibes, you will have good memories of that, and you will go there again, or you will use again that service. So this is really important, because everything is about this. User experience design allows people to have good feelings, and so to have good memories, and they will use again our service. It's the same for the restaurant. If you have a good experience, good feelings, good memories, you will go there again. I say again because it's the important point, it's the main point. So I made up this definition. User experience design is the set of techniques that allows users to have good feeling of a website or of a web or device interface. So now we are going to take a look to the set of techniques deeply. We can start with the 5 plans of UX. Actually, I took these elements from a book that is by James Garrett, The Elements of User Experience. I suggest you to buy this book and to read it, because it's important. I don't agree with everything, but it's a good starting point. There are many interesting points. The 5 plans of UX are strategy, scope, structure, skeleton, and surface. They are going from the most theoretical to the most practical. In this video we are going to take a look, to make a list to all these elements, but in later chapters we are going deep in each one of them. So we can start the list with strategy. Strategy is really important, actually, because everything starts from here. I would call analysis this part, and not strategy, because the strategies pop up from analysis. So, but anyway, you can call this element however you want. Anyway, is the starting point. The first question that you have to do yourself is, what is my final target? To sell my product? Probably. To increase conversion? Maybe. And you have to ask also, what user want? This is really important, and involves another important expression nowadays that is user-centered design. We have to design based on users' needs. And to understand users' needs, we have to do quantitative and qualitative analysis. Important point. So, the scope. What have I to do to bring users to my goal? Scope is what allows you to connect what users want and what you want. The structure. If you ever made a website, you know what I'm talking about, just taking a look at the image. The structure, as simpler it is and better it works, for sure. The skeleton is the most important part. It's the summary of the first 3 steps. Is the set of buttons, of links, of text that allows you to create later the graphic. To create a graphic without a skeleton is, in my opinion, useless. A lot of people do that, but I don't like this way to work. The skeleton is the most important part, in my opinion, because inside there are the concepts that allow your work to be good, actually. You can draw a skeleton with a wireframe software. I use hot glue, but you can use whatever you want, for sure. Later we're going to take a deep look to this element. The last element is surface. As we said, it's the graphic part. And as we said before, the graphic part without all the rest, it's useless. So, for sure, if your interface device has a bad graphic, if your graphic sucks, okay, it's not a good point, for sure. But to have a wonderful, a brilliant graphic without all the rest is also useless, in my opinion. Okay, now we know all the 5 plans of UX, and we can take a deep look in the next chapters to each one of these elements. Okay, thanks for watching. See you.